What's up, everyone? Welcome to Mikey's Boardroom. I'm Mikey.
I'm Krista.
And tonight we're just doing a first impressions of Lisboa. We've played this game about 2 times. I played it 3 times. I played it once kind of by myself, two-handed to learn it, and then I taught you, and we played it twice since then. So it's a huge game, heavy, lots of things going on. I felt like we need a lot more plays to give it a full review, so I kind of just wanted to do a first impressions so that we could still put out some content on it, talk about it, give things that we kind of just are thinking about, like first thoughts. So let's get into it.
Last thoughts.
So let's get into it. Hopefully not. Let's talk about it. So is there anything you want to say about Lisboa?
I liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
You did? Mm-hmm. Why didn't you think you were going to like it?
Well, first of all, you made me think that I was going to be an idiot and not understand any of it.
I was warning you.
Also, it just, when it's laid out, it looks like
it is a lot. Like, there's no denying
and
it's a lot.
And it looks boring. So nothing about it looks exciting.
I wouldn't go that far. The art is very cool. Like, it looks
you can say the art is cool
beautiful.
with saying that it doesn't look exciting.
Out on the table, it looks beautiful. And
it's
somebody who likes Euro games, you should look at this on the table and be like, this is what I want to do tonight. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm like, I want to play this. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. I want to say that it's like a complex game with a lot going on, and it's known as like a heavier game, as one of the more complicated games. But I it's easy to be intimidated, but it's really not as hard as it really wasn't as hard as everybody made it out. Like, all the things I read, and even looking at it and reading the rules, it was like, okay, this is kind of a lot. But once you get into it, you're like, it just flows. Like, everything you do makes sense. Mm-hmm. So it's like, even though there's a lot going on, like, it all just makes sense. There's no weird mechanisms or rules that you like have to try and remember that, because it all just kind of flows. If you do this, you can do that, and you can do that, and there's reasons behind all of it. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's easy to be intimidated, but it flows, and it's not as hard as it's not as difficult. Mm-hmm. If you've shied away from it because you're worried about the weight, I feel like if you've played Euro games, moderate, like even medium weight Euro games, I feel like this isn't like it's a step up, but I feel like you can do it. I know you can do it.
I feel like the things in it aren't hard to achieve either. Yeah. Like, everything is very easily.
Yeah, exactly. I like that there's lots of decisions, and they all kind of make sense, and they all kind of intertwine together and play off of each other to help you get that end goal of like the most
I don't
wins.
feel like when you focus on one part, another part's lacking. Like, it kind of just feels like it's all getting played.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I like that the part of what makes it all kind of flow and make sense is because the thematic elements tie in heavily to the gameplay. Everything you do in the game is like there's a real life reason behind it. So the theme of this game is the town of the city of Lisboa was completely destroyed by earthquakes, fires, and a tsunami. And then
Makes you wonder what they did.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, exactly. The wrath of God. What are they doing there? The 3, like the king and there's 2, like the head architect, and I can't remember the other guy, but there's 3 nobles that kind of like stepped in to rebuild the city using the rubble and all this stuff. So you have to actually in the game use like the rubble cubes to build your shops and stuff. Just everything, every rule in the game, there's a thematic tie-in to real life. Sort of like Obsession, every rule in the game, there's like a real life reason behind that rule. So that also makes it easier to kind of learn once you sort of wrap your head around it. Another thing I really like is how good it plays at 2 players.
Yeah.
It plays amazingly at 2 players. It plays, in my opinion, it plays better 2 players. Again, first impressions. It plays better 2 players than Brass Birmingham, which is another one, or I might say like Brass Birmingham is in my top 5 games of all time. It's in my top 3 Euro games, and Lisboa, I think, plays better at our player count than that game does, and it could unseat. That is my favorite heavy Euro game.
We'll have to play. It's been a while since we played Brass. We'll have to play it again.
Yeah, we're going to play that again and play this more too. But yeah, I really like that, how good it plays at a smaller player count. Really like Lisboa. It's made me extremely excited to dive into some of the other Vitalis area games that we have.
Alrighty then.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay, that's our Lisboa first impressions. So thank you for watching. If you've played Lisboa, let us know what you think. If you played some of the other Vitalis games, let us know what you think of those. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? In your opinion, which one should we go to next after Lisboa? And other than that, go out there, show kindness. Thank you for watching, and we love you.